Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget that this is a general reading, okay? Now this is around the full moon in Sagittarius for the 26th of May. Now I know it's coming out a little late. I've had a very sick dog. She is still sick, although I am seeing very teeny tiny improvements in her. She keeps relapsing, and nobody seems to know what it is. So anyways, I need to move forward. I need to occupy my mind. So I'm going to be doing this for you guys. Like I said, I apologize. It's coming up late, but it is coming out right before the full moon. So I want you to be aware that this is going to be a really big week. You can expect a lot of confusion, maybe some deception. And, we've got, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but although this could be good news, because come June 10th, we also have the new moon, which is an eclipse. Now that's in Gemini, so that's all about communication, right? And restarts and breakthroughs and that kind of thing. So being that it's an eclipse in a new moon could be a good thing to catapult us forward into the newness that we're trying to manifest here. But with this full moon eclipse in Sagittarius, we're going to have to let go of a few things, I feel. Now, it has to be said that there are times in life when events conspire, and they do so just to show us that someone isn't on the level. So like I said, this full moon eclipse in Sagittarius is going to be all about the key energies of turnarounds, liberation, releasing, and crumbling. So you may find deception here. And like I said, it could be that you're going to discover someone who hasn't been on the up and up with you. So when it happens, you're going to have a few choices. Now you can pretend that it's not happening or it's not real, or you can tackle the issue. And this week's eclipse in Sagittarius could be a little bit confusing and or deceptive because there's a challenging Mercury and Venus clash with confusing Neptune, and that's not good. And that's happening at around the same time as this full moon eclipse. But it's not just a full moon eclipse, it's a super full moon eclipse, meaning that everything is going to be intensified, right? The good news is that a few days after this Mercury, Venus, and Neptune clash, Mercury goes on to harmonize with Venus. Venus is the planet of love, right? So the message here is that even if life feels a bit rough, especially where a matter related to love or money is concerned, don't give up. Don't give up. Pretty soon you're going to start to see why what happened had to happen. An example would be, say you break up with someone and it broke your heart. It makes space for the right person to come into your life. I want you to note also that Mercury does go retrograde on the 29th of May, so this week. So whatever happens now could have a second chance later. Okay, so let's take a look at the cards from the Moonology deck that represent this full moon that we've got going on here. We've got 4 of them this time. There's just so much going on here. Okay, so the full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Try to see things from the place of source energy, your higher self, your inner being, rather than the human side of you, okay? And then we have the full moon eclipse card. Conclusions are within reach, okay? Whatever that means for you, it's going to be different for everybody. And like I said, it's a super moon, so emotions are running high. Everything is going to seem so much more intense than normal. And then we have just the full moon card, and it's surrender to the divine. Yeah, how many times do we hear this? Just let go. Just let go, surrender. Surrender to the process, and you'll see a big change. I'm going to move these around here. Come on. Okay, so now these energies are going to affect the collective, period. So the energies that I just went through here, they are going to affect all of the zodiac signs that I'm reading for this full moon, okay? Okay, Gemini, let's get to your specific reading for this full moon in Sagittarius on May 26th. Now, the energies will be in effect for the next week, okay? At least the next week. It could be longer. And you may have already been feeling these energies up to this point. Normally, I would have this video out this time last week. But like I said, with my sick dog, I haven't been able to do anything. And I am so far behind that I'm not doing extendeds on these moon readings this time. Okay, so we're going to get 4 Queen of the Moon Oracle cards for you, as usual. First card out, Self-Reflection, the Waning Gibbous 1. And once I get all the cards out, I'll let you know dates on these cards. Self-Reflection. This is kind of a crazy picture. Card number 17, which breaks down to an 8, which is all about abundance. Oh boy, Sagittarius got this card too. Number 32, which breaks down to a 5. It's the egg moon, and it's all about trust, okay? Now, I want to point out that egg that is being watched over is transparent. Something is coming to you or has just come to you at about the time of the full moon in April, because that is the egg moon, okay? And it's gonna give you the transparency you need in a situation so that you know what's going on. And again, I'm gonna put these in order once we get them all out. Okay, this is crazy. You watched me shuffle this deck. Sagittarius got this card too. Card 38 breaks down to an 11. This is a soul path number, Hunter Moon, and it represents abundance. So this is either something that you wanted to start or tried to start last October around the full moon time, and it didn't come to fruition, okay? It's maybe coming back around at this point, but we're going to draw more cards to see. It could represent this October's full moon coming up, that something is going to take place around that one. Ooh, the hot moon. Card number 34. Breaks down to a 7. This is a divine number. Extremes. Now, I think I've tried to find the hot moon, and I wasn't able to. I don't know if it goes by another name. I can try again. I might find it, but yeah, I'm not sure where that's supposed to sit. Obviously not after fall, because I would think the hot moon is going to be maybe an August moon or a July moon, but I will look into the timing of these things for you. Okay, so I wasn't able to find anything on a hot moon, but what I did, date-wise, but what I did find is that it tends to be one that it actually looks hot. It looks like this moon, and it has a lot to do with fires on the planet. I know here, I'm up in Canada, and we get a lot of forest fires in British Columbia, and when we do, we get this kind of a moon at night, and it's absolutely beautiful. It becomes a real gorgeous, warm orange color. So, but you know what? I'm going to say that I'm willing to bet it's going to be, around July or August, summertime. I'm going to say it's a summer moon, okay? So I'm going to change out the dates, because the waning gibbous 1 moon, that is May 27th. So that's the day after the full moon. The egg moon is April's full moon, so the end of April. And then that goes there. And the hunter moon is October. So we're going to put the hot moon there and the October moon there. Now, we're going to get some Gaia Oracle cards. Message coming through right now for you is either something came to you around the full moon in April, or it's coming to you now. Trust what's being brought to you. Trust what's being made visible to you. Okay? Because it is being brought to you for a reason. And like I said earlier, this full moon here could be about deceptions, about you coming to the realization that people are not who they say they are, who they show you they are. Trust that what's shown to you is what needs to be shown to you, okay? And also know that it's about mirroring, that it is reflecting something back to you about yourself that you maybe need to work on, okay? And it could be just, it's an extreme within you. You know I have extremes. Everybody does. You either go to this extreme or you go to this extreme, good or bad extremes. And it could just be about needing to balance that out. And this will bring abundance to you. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a timing card, okay? But it could be. It could be that your abundance is coming to you by October. But don't take it to mean, definitely, that it's going to be October. It's just about abundance, okay? I like to use the specific moons, like the waning and waxing moons, and because it gives an actual date, right? I mean, this kind of does too, but for me, these ones are more about what they talk about, like extremes and abundance and trust. Okay, so now we're going to get some Gaia Oracle cards for further clarification. Night wind, facing fear, subconscious release and healing. Card 23 breaks down to a 5. It's all about change. It can be about conflict too. Facing fear, and it sits on the egg moon card, the trust and the self-reflection. Like I said, there's something being mirrored back to you about an issue that you need to take care of, and you need to heal it. And it's got to do with fear. It's a subconscious release. There's something that you're holding on to in your subconscious. You might not even be aware of it. And that's why it's being brought to you, or why it was brought to you, okay? Moonlight, look at this. 2 cards, both nighttime. Travel, romance, potential. Ooh. So when you take care of this, you have opportunity for romance coming in. And, might I point out, this sits on top of the self-reflection and the extremes. Ooh. You could have a very passionate relationship on its way to you, Gemini. And then you have, sorry, did I give you the number? It's 36, so that's a 9. It's all about tying up loose ends, wrapping things up because they're coming to a completion, okay? Amethyst, card 41 breaks down to a 5. Again, you've got a 5 here, and now you've got a 5 here. It's all about change. Transformation, certainty, and confidence. You are going through a transformation, absolutely. One that you need to go through. You need to see it and go through it. Face your fears and clear this out. Because when you do, that's when this extreme, passionate, loving relationship comes in, and the abundance. Now that could be love abundance, financial abundance, happiness abundance, joy abundance, bliss, confidence. You'll have certainty. You'll just know. Once you clear through this, you're going to have a clear knowing of your forward movement. Okay, now we're going to get heal yourself, or healing yourself cards. Okay, your first card out. Oh my goodness. Sagittarius got this and in the same position. Alchemy, card number 7. 25 breaks down to a 7. That's a divine number. Spirit is working in the background. Things are being handled as we speak, if they haven't already been created. And you're just getting yourself to that aligned place where you resonate with everything that has manifested already. And once you reach that place, it can be received by you, but you have to be a match to it. So this sits on facing fear, subconscious release and healing, and travel, romance, potential. Maybe you need to take a break, Gemini. Take a holiday and just go somewhere, and that will help you move through this. Play, have fun. And then you have card number 21, which breaks down to a 3, which is all about your growth. Sagittarius might have had this too. I don't know if that means anything to you guys or not. Maybe your person is a Sagittarian. But this is all about your healing. And this sits on the travel, romance, potential, and transformation, certainty, and confidence. When you heal these things that need to be healed, like I said, you will have a very clear knowing of direction. Very clear. Okay, now we're going to get a Whispers of Love card. Ooh, card 45 breaks down to a 9. So now you've got a couple of 9s here that talk about wrapping things up, tying up those loose ends, apologizing if you need to, mending relationships. It's all about cleaning up your area so that new can come in. This card says, be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. Wow. I don't know who that's for or who you need to show that to, but somebody needs to hear it. Okay, now we're going to get a Synchronicity Oracle card. Ooh, 222. A great love is headed your way. When I created this deck, I had been seeing numbers all over the place, and this was one of them. So I asked my guides what they all meant, and I put them on these cards for everybody else. So if you start seeing 222, or you have been seeing it, it means you have a very great love on its way to you. You just have to resonate at the right place to be a match to it, and it can come in. Okay, now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card. Oops. Ooh, you are so close. Persevere. Keep moving. Ooh, a lot of energy in that. Keep moving forward. You got this. Just keep moving forward. Okay, now we're going to get an Island Time Wellness card for you. In other words, do the work. You've done a lot of work up to this point, Gemini. I know you have. And it's at times it's been brutal. But you've already been through the worst of it. So just, this is feeling like it's the last bit of shadow work before you can come together with that very important soulmate of yours. So well worth persevering, right? Not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, or person. Boundaries, still angry. If this is you, you got to work through this. This is part of this up here. If it's your person, maybe this is part of what you need to, the loose ends you need to tie up. It could be anybody. I think it's you though. I think you've got something that you aren't dealing with, and Spirit is saying, yeah, you got to deal with this, or you're not going to have that soulmate connection. So now what I want to do, I'm going to point out that because I am running so far behind right now because of my gorgeous little angelic fur baby being so sick here, I'm not doing an extended on these moon readings here. I just need to get them done and get them up for you guys. And it's already the day before the full moon, so you're only going to have it for the next week. But timing-wise, I don't have time to do all the extended, so there won't be an extended down below. However, if you click on the title of this video, my description box will drop down, and you will see the list of the decks that I'm using, okay? Okay. So this is Spirit's advice, Gemini, okay? And this is the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. Ooh, Deep Quiet. Card number 11. You've got 11 again. This is, again, a soul path number. Meditation and stillness. You have got to get connected, Gemini. And when we're in fear, we're in fear because we're not connected. Anytime that we feel the negative emotions, it's only because we're disconnected from our inner guidance system. Once we get connected, and while we're connected, there's no fear. There's no reason to fear. You have all the information you need. You have the guidance that you need. You have the messages coming through. But Spirit and your inner guidance system, they are not going to drop down to be a match to your vibration. You have to raise up to theirs. So you're going to have to face those fears and work through them so that your vibration can raise up again and you can be connected. One way to do that is through meditation. And if you're not aware, I do have a meditation channel. The link will be below. I'm going to also link a meditation to your video here on the screen. Okay, deep quiet, meditation, stillness, clarity. When deep quiet appears, it's a message from the cosmos calling you to stillness, to step outside the concerns of your everyday life. This does not mean to slow down and take a breath, although that is a good start. The cosmos is inviting you to go deep to that place where the noise stops and there is only the vast emptiness of inner space. When we don't respond to the invitation offered by deep quiet, life can stop us in our tracks with an illness or a crisis, which is what I've just been through. I was being guided to slow down and I didn't. And, my little fur baby got sick, and that it does have a way of stopping you in your tracks. Listen to the still small voice. Remember that you want to catch Spirit on a whisper, not a shout, meaning be open and in receiving mode of Spirit's messages when they come in. Don't make Spirit slap you upside the head to hear the messages. That's what this is talking about. And it's only human to argue that you are too busy to slow down, that you don't have the time, the inclination, or the money for a retreat. Don't let any of these reasons get the better of you. Stop the world and enter the deep quiet before you come to a crashing halt. I'm telling you, you do want to take this advice. After you have said yes to this invitation, you will find that the world can get along quite well without the need for you to manage it. You will enjoy the freedom that comes with stillness, the clarity and spaciousness offered by the silence. It is important that you listen. I wish I had listened. My little girl, I call her my guide dog because she came to me at a time when I really needed some guidance. And she came to me in the strangest of ways, and we don't have time for that right now, but she has been a dog that has guided me for 12 years to betterment, but sometimes to her detriment. You know, she's been physically abused by people. When I needed to move, the person that lived above me physically abused her, and that, you know, okay, we got to leave here now. So don't allow yourself to go past that point of no return where someone you love gets sick or you get sick, Gemini. Right? Okay, we're going to get a soul's journey card now. And you have no excuse because I have a meditation channel. You can go there. You can go anywhere. But I do have a meditation channel that you can go to and just chill out. That is a main reason that I'm sure Spirit guided me to do this second channel of meditation, because it is so necessary in our lives. Look at this. You've got another abundance card. It says, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Yes, you can. You've got this, Gemini. Take the break. Just take the break. It's going to be for the betterment of you. It's going to take you someplace good. Spirit has a very important message for you, and it's an opportunity for you to move forward. But like I said, and like the book said for this deep quiet card, if you're not listening, if you're not open to hearing it because you're stuck in fear, or, you know, this is why you got to clear this up. Because then you will be able to hear the message. You will get the guidance to the opportunity that's waiting for you. But if you don't, Spirit will literally slap you upside the head with a brick if they have to get you to wake up to this, whatever this is. Just take a break, Gemini. I love you guys. I hope this helps. I hope it resonated. I will see you next time.